Hey guys, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh gosh. Okay, I saved it. I saved it. Thanks to G2A for sponsoring the channel. Reference link in the description below. So today we're talking about this boy here, this chonk. Look at the girth. Yeah. We're talking about this chonk here. We're talking about Galio, and the reason we're talking about Galio is I'm going to show you right now why we're talking about Galio. Because whenever you see a Katarina get picked keys, you know what we pick in mid lane to counter it? We pick a Galio. Counter in the game. And if any of you hate that pesky Katarina pick, Galio is the one to play. So, a couple of things. Galio is good in a couple of scenarios. Again, like I said, Katarina is one of those few scenarios where I'd say, cool, Galio, absolutely. The other scenario that you might want to consider picking Galio in is, say, into a heavy melee composition. So they're running things like a melee jungler, melee baron laner, maybe they're running like Zed or Yasuo in the mid lane, they've got a melee support. Galio absolutely stomps on heavy melee compositions because his ultimate, harder to escape if you're melee, because you're going to be closer to the center, hopefully. His taunt, harder to escape if you're melee. You know, in general, he's good at dealing with like bunched up team fights. And in general, when the enemy plays a lot of melee champions, they're gonna be bunched up, they're gonna be grouped up, and that's where Galio really thrives. Galio is weak to people that can easily kite him. So, you know, you're looking at things like Ezreal, for instance. He's quite difficult at dealing with Ezreal unless you're going to go for the Proto Belt version. Vayne, pretty good at kiting. Any kind of like ranged carry that is good at keeping distance, Galio is very weak to, because once you've used your dash, that's pretty much all you've got unless you're going to go down the Proto Belt version of Galio, which, by the way, I will talk about in a minute. In lane, Galio is really good, generally really good into magic damage dealers. Obviously, he still struggles into ranged matchup like Orianna because it's melee versus ranged. What he's really weak to, however, is like, I would say, a lot of melee AD matchup. So he's not particularly good into Zed and he's not particularly good into Yasuo, mainly because a lot of his defenses are all catered towards magic damage. Not that he can't deal with melee, melee AD users in the mid lane, but in general, you've got to be a little careful. You have to play the laning phase a little bit more reserved, I'd say. Right, in terms of item spikes. Honestly, this one right here, Rod of Ages, a really nice big item spike. So he's got a really good first item spike. So when you get this, you want to try and aim to have this by about 4 to 4.5 minutes. That is going to be like a huge spike for you. I would say that Galio in general spikes really well on these two items. So you go Rod of Ages into Rabadon's Death Cap. I don't think there are many other good item build paths for Galio beyond this. I just think you're looking for burst damage with AP Galio. Like, you're just looking to do as much damage as physically possible. You know, you're not about poke. Well, you kind of are, but not really about poke. You're more about just getting a huge amount of burst damage off, you know, in those team fights. So this is like a really good 2-item combo that I think generally is the best for Galio. In terms of boot enchant, I would say that obviously Stasis is good, but I would also consider Hextech Proto Belt. So Hextech Proto Belt is also really good. Because I think that that's another good way to engage. So you can use Proto Belt into taunt. Depends on your playstyle. This is more defensive, Proto Belt is more offensive. This is where my build path is going to deviate slightly from other people's build paths. I really like Rylai's. I think Rylai's, especially with Galio's first ability, is really good at setting you up to deal with ranged carries. I also really like Rylai's into melee comps because they have to walk through your Winds of War and they all get slowed. I generally just love Rylai's on Galio, plus the extra health doesn't hurt. And then I go for like Void Staff just for the pure penetration. You'll notice that I'm not going for things like, or Morello's obviously if you need for the healing, but I'm not going for things like Liandry's, for instance, because for Galio, it's not really about poke and you're not that good versus tanks anyway. So there's no point in playing Galio like you're going to be playing versus a tank. In terms of runes, you've got two choices really. I would say Electrocute and Aftershock. Aftershock, in my opinion, is by far the superior rune, especially when you're playing full AP Galio, because you're not going to have many resistances, and then Aftershock is going to give you some resistances. I can't say that word. Resistances. Why can I never say resistances? I have to take it really slowly. It gives you some resistances, which is nice. Weakness, because obviously you have so much CC. I really like conditioning, and then obviously the honey fruit. In terms of, I always like an offensive summoner spells. That is my opinion. Cool. Right, let's jump into the game now, because you just saw me have the setup there. Obviously versus a Katarina, so it's a good matchup for me, and you'll see how we play the game out. We're also versus Andre, who you might recognize from Team Queso. He played Jace jungle, which is a bit of a troll, but it is what it is. So we played versus Andre, so it was a really high challenger lobby. So good game.
At least he's one of the guys that says hi at the start and not after he kills you.
Let's move. I've got people to inspire.
Why have I got this? What is going on here, boys? Okay, why are we tryharding mid-wave in solo queue?
What is Alistair doing as well?
That, my friends.
I break things.
Okay, kind of smashing.
Well, Thresh
Which way's the fun?
Thresh flash flayed her. So,
Go time.
Definitely a fan.
because for some reason everyone was tryharding mid-wave and I don't really know why. Oh, Andre's up here.
Yeah, I have plus gold for free. Actually, he's going to come to me. He does this all the time. Okay. Good one.
Did I just do it? Did I just outplay Andre?
You actually did it. That's a clip of the video already.
Was that, sorry?
Just end the video now and upload that.
I think the video's over. The video's over here, boys. We just outplay. I mean, I think he was trolling. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty
He
certain.
wasn't. He was trying his best.
No, he was trolling. He's got to be trolling there. That was like the
There was
most troll
nothing
shit
he
I've
could
ever
do.
seen in my life.
I love Demacia.
He was just stood in my lane like, I'm going to gank you, mate.
Let's do the
This guy's a really huge fan.
He's a very big fan.
good to stretch.
I feel like I'm playing with Hells.
Yeah,
every game
Hells
of
gets
Hells is like
recognized.
this.
Hells gets recognized. Whenever me and Hells play together, Hells gets recognized more often than I do.
Hells gets it every game he plays. It's crazy.
See ya!
On my way.
Yeah, this is why we play Galio into Also, I procced Aftershock and she just didn't deal the damage to me.
I have Aftershock.
Yeah, why would you not play Aftershock on Galio? It's like so insane. Gives you so much trading power in early lane. Like if you just taunt them and then just Aftershock AoE them, and also like you don't really need the damage as Galio. Like Electrocute's useless because you're a melee fighter. You want the you don't want to build resistances on Galio, right?
Yeah.
So you'd rather just take the free resistances.
I'm just setting you up for questions to answer in your video. I'm like the interviewer. Going mid.
What
Maybe
is this
kill
guy
him.
doing? Why is he trolling?
Okay, I'm gonna dive bomb.
Yeah, that's fine.
How lucky is this guy? That's crazy.
Enemy slain.
All
His
right.
fruit like spawned underneath him as I ganked him. We Grace died to the tower? What? I didn't realize. He's going Herald.
He's mid.
Oh, he's not. He's just getting skull, I guess. We could have stopped Rick. Wanna just do Drake?
Yeah.
Thanks, good.
I'm gonna probably just hover and see if they're gonna trade Rift Herald.
Yeah. Should be able to get it with the grooves fast. I'll win every smite battle, don't worry. I don't have smite up the Herald anyway, so I probably shouldn't have used it.
On my way.
I can ulti if you need me to.
Okay, I'll just dive in.
they got away with that.
Hmm. Why is everyone just tower diving you this game?
What are they doing? Why does this happen when someone recognizes me in a game? They just try to like tower dive me and gank me over and over again. Alistair, if this is a video and you're watching this, my man, I appreciate the effort. I do appreciate the effort. I haven't had to use my ult once this game, by the way.
Love walking. It sounds like thunder.
I think they're gonna just dive bot lane, but I can't really do a lot. No. Jace looks so useless as a champion.
Jace is really bad. Like, it's such a bad champ.
I have Mastermind, so this is good.
What are we watching?
She is, I mean. Nice. Nice ult.
Killing spree.
This has got to be an FF. This has got to be an FF angle for this.
Just saying that one. I don't think it's unfair when they've got the best jungler in the game on their team. Even if he runs it a bit. Okay, I'm being a bit greedy, I'm probably gonna tie.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Which way's the fun?
Bottom turret is under attack. Turret lost. Ally slain.
We're kind of trolling a little
Ally
bit.
slain.
Well, bot lane is anyway.
Top turret is under attack.
I just trolled as well.
Feels
Turret
good
lost.
to stretch my wings.
I'm covering mid.
It's fine.
I sleep, I wake, I break things. Come here.
This seems horrible.
Enemy slain. You are unstoppable.
Let's go Drake again.
On my way. Attack the dragon.
Okay. Just gonna take this tower. We've got ult, so.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Nope. Oh my god. That was so close to being a disaster.
Oh, I've got so much gold. Okay, Jarvan's just like YOLO split push time.
I had Drake on 4 HP and Ezreal just came across the wall.
Enemy slain.
I'd be so close.
Danger.
Oh no, I'm just not idle. I'm terrible.
Ally slain.
Which way's the fun?
Wait, are they just going Rift Herald?
Missed it.
Enemy team has slain the Rift Herald.
Base is dead. One is not. I'm gonna run bot. Someone should go top maybe.
Mm-hmm. Andre is pretty good at smiting, to be fair.
Right now he's dead. He hasn't contested anything.
No, but he's just generally got a good, solid smite.
Yeah. I want to contest something with him and beat him.
I've got people to inspire.
But why? You just double ulted me bot as well. I'm flashed.
Let's do though.
Here comes Alistair.
I kind of want to reset for items in.
Reset. So.
Not right now, but soon. Like 200 gold away.
Okay. Graves is just YOLO split pushing by himself, which really should not be the case.
He took my red buff to the one to die like that as well.
Okay, do you know what? It's time for my patented
Mhm.
Ryalize Galio.
Place I've been.
He just wants to scream.
This guy's such a fan.
Oh no. I can't work out if he's like sarcastically trolling me.
I don't know. Screenshot's not going to look very good when
Wait.
051 now.
Wait, what is this?
He's going to chase you down, isn't he?
I mean, how is Andre level 12 now?
Does your troll give XP?
I assume
Maybe
so.
that's one. You got 2 heralds. This looks horrible.
Oh, Andre's just going YOLO down the bot lane.
Here's my recall. I mean, I can get mid.
Yeah, just get mid.
But I can't travel count with Noah. I'll set up for next stroke.
Engage.
Let's move.
What is this Graves doing? Okay. Just go Drake. I'm just going to push this wave out. I have ult to join the fight if I need it. But we need to push this lane out because this is what Andre does all the time when I face him in solo queue, by the way. He just like starts to randomly split push a side lane.
Jace is already low, so if they contest, I don't feel that bad about it.
No, Alistair just shouldn't have ultimate, by the way. So
Yeah, he won't. I would have gone on Oscar if Thresh hit his pull.
Your team has slain the dragon.
oh, the side lanes though. Yeah, maybe we can.
It's all a bit. Did I can still die? I don't know. Okay, no I can. I need to. It's a disaster. Oh, nice.
This guy, please. Ah!
You must feel so famous right now.
I don't. I hate it when people do this to me, man. I just want to play my game. I'm just like, please let me play the game.
I sleep
Okay, Javan's decided that the Javan has decided that it's enough for him now. He can't handle the 8-0-11 Excoundrels.
Which way's the fun?
I just wanted to party with him. I wanted to party with the Alistair, but
Before Andres steals Baron and we lose.
Enemy slain. You are legendary. Your team has slain Baron Nashor.
It sounds like thunder.
Enemy slain. Enemy turret destroyed.
he's off on one.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Been really weird into the game. I don't really know what's going on.
This is just a bit of a troll. Please end the game before I die. Yeah, thankfully.
Easy.
Little bit troll. But that is why, friends, you pick Galio into Katarina. Oh dear.